Well, Friday mornings on KQED Public Radio, host Cy Musiker and San Francisco Chronicle executive datebook editor David Wiegand look ahead at the week's hottest tickets and most spectacular shows. Today, the Do List presented an extended fall arts preview on Forum. Now David Wiegand joins me here for a short list of the top picks in arts this fall. So welcome, first of all.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
So why don't we start with theater?
Well, one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to, it actually opens next week, is Compulsion at Berkeley Repertory Theater. This is a play that stars Mandy Patinkin, and it looks at how the Anne Frank story was dramatized and the effort, the real-life effort that Meyer Levin made to try to get this dramatized at a time when people were trying to make the story very less Jewish, and his campaign was to maintain who Anne Frank was.
And so the Berkeley Rep has been on a winning streak, and this is another
boy,
winner.
are they ever. And yet again, another New York connection, because the Public Theater is involved with this in New York as well.
And after that, we'll move into music, of course. We have an abundance of it.
There is a lot of it. Two big festivals this year, of course. Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. This is the 10th anniversary of that festival. An amazing lineup, and people like Patti Smith and the great Roseanne Cash. I think that's wonderful. She's got a new book, a new memoir that just came out this year. She's very much celebrating her father, her legacy, and a wonderful singer.
But she's not only going to be at Strictly Bluegrass.
She's not.
Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
Yeah.
No, she's coming back later in the fall. She'll be with the San Francisco Jazz Festival this year as well. And they also have a terrific lineup, and she's one of the best, I think, that they've got.
Well, that is the music, or is there more?
Oh, there's a lot more. There's tons of great music. I mean, the opera has a wonderful program this year, terrific things. I'm looking forward to Werther by Massenet. They're doing Aida tonight as we speak. Their program is really great, so there's a lot of good stuff.
And then
there.
they have the celebrity program that you have to...
Exactly.
The
Yes.
Placido Domingo program.
Yes, Placido Domingo will be doing Cyrano de Bergerac here later this fall.
And when it comes to the visual arts?
The visual arts, two really big things. First of all, a little east of here at the Crocker Museum in Sacramento, they're opening their brand new wing, which is really going to add 125,000 square feet to their exhibition space. And quite appropriately enough, their native son is the focus of their exhibit, their opening exhibit. It's going to be art by Wayne Thiebaud. Yeah.
Always a favorite in this area.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think has always been. I said you could just say his name and people will line up.
They will. They definitely will. I'll be there. Definitely.
Well, looking ahead to the fine arts museums have.
The other big thing, of course, is the other shoe dropping, as I call it, part two of the Treasures from the d'Orsay Museum. They're going to be at the de Young. This is the 5th anniversary, by the way, of the new de Young this year. And they're now number 5 in attendance among American art museums, and I think largely because of the programming that John Buchanan and Dee Dee Wilsey have really engineered. The part 1 of the Impressionist show was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
So what is this part?
This was post-Impressionism. This is Gauguin, Van Gogh, Cézanne, people who came after Monet, basically.
And at that show, when will that open?
That opens at the end of September.
Now, the symphony also opened this week. That's passed
right.
already.
That's right.
But apparently the maestro's in for some unusual things this season.
They have some unusual things. One of the things I'm looking forward to is that they're doing the 4 last songs by Strauss with a really wonderful young singer named Elsa Vandenhever, who is a product of the Adler program, and she's terrific. That'll be wonderful. And at the moment, they're all in Europe. They've gone to Europe on a European tour. They opened the season and left town.
The very next day? Is that usual or unusual?
Not usual, but you know, it works out that way. They'll be back soon.
Okay, then looking at dance.
Dance, the big deal is a dance, but also a building, and that is ODC, which has been around since 1971. You know, an absolute treasure in the Bay Area, has renovated its original space, and Brenda Way, who is the guiding light of the company, has created a site-specific piece for the opening called "The Architecture of Light."
And ODC has been around for a very long time.
It has.
And are they planning to, are they shaping their program differently now that they have this huge
I think that they'll
facility?
take advantage of this, of the space for sure. They've got that, and they have the other space that they created as well, the new space. So I think that they'll probably, again, this piece is site specific, and I think we'll see more of that.
What part of the city are they located
It's in the Mission.
in the Mission.
And that's an important factor too. It's, you know, there's dance all over the city, not just in the Civic Center.
So overall, what would you say the season's going to be like?
I think it's going to be fantastic. I really do. I'm really looking forward to it. All of these things I'm genuinely looking forward to. And Litquake is coming again, and I love that. And, you know, just terrific stuff.
Yeah, and the fact that it's spread out all over the Bay Area, you can take part in some of the
Absolutely,
awards
yeah,
programs.
yeah, right.
So you got one of the best jobs in the world.
I do. I'm very lucky.
Okay, envious. Thank you very much,
My
David.
pleasure.